I exercise and diet every day, but I can't lose weight. I don't understand it. This question breaks my heart every time I hear it. I am asked this question a few times a week whenever I'm out grocery shopping from frustrated people just like you. So why are you unable to lose weight with diet and exercise? Today, I want to talk about two that at first glance you may think, I already know what she's going to say. While the idea may sound similar, the way to solving them will not. You and I, we can get past the obstacle of dieting and exercising and not seeing good results using a couple of simple and practical ways that you may not have even considered. So come on, let's talk about it. You're aware that underlying problems such as poor thyroid function, polycystic ovarian syndrome, sleeplessness, diabetes, and poor digestive health has a role in weight loss and weight gain. Medication use in particular has been shown to have a negative impact on our ability to lose and sustain weight loss. But let's say that you've gone to your doctor and you've been given a clean bill of health. So why are you not having success losing those 10, 15, 20 dag-nabbit pounds? When I started my weight loss journey a few years back, I was eating around 1,600 calories, yet I was constantly hungry and my weight, it was not going down. You're probably eating even less calories than that and you're feeling starved and you're not losing weight also. So what gives? Calorie intake and not what you're thinking. Let me share a quick story that will help all of this make sense. When my youngest son was suffering from a variety of health problems, mind you, at the time I had health problems as well, but it wasn't until his health was in jeopardy when I quickly transformed into a pseudo-medical student, researching whatever I could get my hands on in order to help him feel better. Every day and night, I researched until I was in tears. When I was at my wit's end, I came across an intriguing statement. It said, eating too many heavy foods increases sickness and weight gain. It was then that I realized it's not so much about eating too much food, though that is a factor, as much as in this particular instance, it was eating heavy foods. Heavy foods like red meat, potatoes, wheat, raw salad, yogurt, nuts, though healthy, are dense and can be higher in calories. However, the calorie count was not the issue. I know, the issue was that those foods ultimately were too hard for him and me to digest. After doing what I'm about to explain to you, many of his health issues disappeared as well as mine, on top of the fact that 60 pounds started to roll off of me. What connection does this have to you? Maybe you don't have any health issues other than the fact that you just want to lose weight. Perhaps you don't even eat red meat. You've given up bread and carbs and you only eat natural whole foods. What I'm about to share next, this is how it connects with you. Weight gain makes us feel heavy and not our best selves, right? Harder to digest undigested food equals uneliminated food waste. Waste that builds up inside of our digestive tract, causing variable, erratic hunger patterns. Let me repeat, variable, erratic hunger patterns, okay? If we aren't digesting properly, weight loss is going to be a bit of a struggle. However, you and I can overcome this. Would you like that? See, I started paying attention to the principle of like increases like in order to counteract the heavy feeling in my body caused by weight gain, as well as all the other health things that I had going on. Before I learned this concept, a typical dinner would consist of a wonderful steak and salad. The steak and salad are fine, but they can be difficult to digest, resulting in an increase in inflammation. And I've spoke about inflammation before. When my weight is stable and my digestion is in good shape, a good steak and salad, that would be ideal. For me, the hard truth was that if I felt and looked overweight, which I was, and I continued to consume heavy, difficult to digest foods, I would stay heavy. I would consume nut butters, sometimes in small amounts, sometimes in really large amounts, have slices of bread with my already heavy meal, eat a massive kitchen sink salad. You get the idea. But I felt heavier afterwards. I had gained pounds on the scale and my measurement numbers had increased. Making sense? If so, I want you to type down below like increases like in the comments. It's something about writing down little nuggets of that just really makes it stick. So remember, the concept is like increases like. I want you to remember that as we continue talking here. If this is sounding like a losing battle, I want you to lean in because the solution is super doable. Ready? To avoid feeling heavy from the inside out, it is better for you and I to eat lighter, easier to digest foods. Returning to the principle of like increases like and that perfectly cooked ribeye from Gibson's. I don't know if Gibson's is a national chain, but if it is and it's in your state, your town, it is so worth the trip. Now back to the ribeye. We could replace that ribeye steak with grilled chicken thighs or a salmon fillet paired with some well-prepared vegetables such as green beans, asparagus, or any other cooked vegetable. As a result of eating this way, I ate just the proper amount of food energy without even really thinking about it. My extra weight just started to roll off. Takeaway point: even if something is healthy, if it's hard to digest, it's working against your weight loss efforts. Normally, I would advise you to run with the information I just provided you and really get that under your belt. But since you mentioned food and exercise, let me briefly touch on some things that you can think about when it comes to exercising to keep the weight off. I used to work out 6 days a week and had little to show for it from where I was standing in front of the mirror and on the scale. But here's the thing, if you look closely at my exercises, you'd notice that I wasn't always putting in that fat burning effort that's needed in order to affect change. I was really just kind of going through the motions and not really giving it my all. That approach was not going to get me from here to here. I would ask you, are you keeping your workouts challenging? And by challenging, I'm not talking about lifting weights while standing on a ball or doing 1,000 different moves at once. That's nonsense. I prefer to keep things simple. It's easier for me to adhere to, and it's just effective. Currently, I'm doing a routine that includes just five basic strength-based exercises. And I'm not even doing all 5 of those exercises every time I work out. More like 2 or 3 of those exercises I may do with each workout. It takes me approximately 30 to 45 minutes. That's it. And I'm able to lose weight when I'm trying to lose weight and maintain the weight that I've already lost. Quickly, let me break down what you can do during your next workout. In order for you and I to continue to see progress, for pounds to come off and stay off, once the exercise starts to feel comfortable, requiring minimal effort, that is the time when you and we need to find a way to increase the intensity. Try to find the simplest way to do that. Don't go all out crazy. This applies whether you're doing resistance training or cardio. It is oh so effective, and the results will get you walking on sunshine. Yeah! This workout has the intensity already built in for you.